I'm so excited. Carolyn Berry, the owner of Clean Colonic, we're doing her ribbon cutting today, but we always start all of our ribbon cuttings with a proclamation from our ambassadors, and we have Al Romano from Fountain Hills Healthy Heartbeats.
Thank you, Betsy. Proclamation. Whereas, from the traders and merchants who crossed over the McDowell Mountains on the Transcontinental Railway to the merchants of today in the shadow of our famous fountain, progress and new beginnings have prevailed. Whereas, those new beginnings have marked the development of Fountain Hills as the hidden gem of the Phoenix Valley and the friendliest city in the nation. Thereby, we, the ambassadors of the Fountain Hills Chamber of Commerce, wish to congratulate Clean Colonic on their official ribbon cutting ceremony. We present this proclamation, which carries with it 100 years of good fortune.
And then for the big moment, the newsworthy moment, we appreciate the Times for being here and Greenleaf Media, Orlando Brown, for being here. We are going to count down together from 5 to 1 so that Carolyn can cut the ribbon. All together now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! And we would love to bring Carolyn on up here to share a little bit more. Colonic.
Thank you guys so much for coming out. It's an interesting story. I want to share two things with you. One is how Fountain Hills and I found each other. And then the next is, I'm sure you all are wondering how I got into this business for colon hydrotherapy. So the first one, I had never heard of Fountain Hills. I was actually driving to Payson for a weekend trip. And when I drove through, the mountains called me, the environment, it was so beautiful. And then on the way back, I stopped and got gas and I had that same feeling. And on the way home, I had a thought. I said to myself, I need to have a clinic here. And this is my third location for Clean Colonic. And after a month after I'd left, somebody had contacted me and said, you've got to look at this building. There's an opportunity for you to open up your third clinic. So, of course, I had already had that thought. I wanted to come out here, so I did. And I fell in love with the sign, first of all. This whole community makes me feel like a Hallmark movie. You know, that's how I interpret it. As that hometown feel. I have always worked in a corporate job and traveled a lot and never really had like home base. So I was really excited to start a business here, potentially even be here more full time. So I believe that Fountain Hills and I chose each other on that side. And then as far as the colonic, most of you may not even know what a colonic is. It's colon hydrotherapy, and that's cleansing of the large intestines. And the reason why I got into it is I had tons of problems. One of the main ones is I used to blow up and swell. I had tons of food allergies. I was allergic to so many different things. And for 20 years, I used to have to walk around with a liquid bottle of Benadryl with me. I ate a cheese pizza once because I couldn't have gluten or cheese, and it put me in the hospital. On top of that, I had problems with my uterus. I had cysts, fibroids, endometriosis. So after suffering for 20 years, I decided I was going to get a hysterectomy. I know it sounds extreme, but I didn't want to suffer for 20 more years. And a friend of mine said, you should go try a colonic. And I was mortified. I thought, who wants to do that? How is it even related to anything that's been going on? But I'm so glad that I did it, because after I got a full series of sessions, the very next month I had no problems. I don't have any problems with my cycle. And now my favorite thing to eat when I go out to a menu is a truffle mac and cheese, because I don't have any of those food allergies. So just a tad bit, it's just cleansing of the large intestines. I would love for you guys to go to the website and check it out, just to educate people. There's so many people who suffer with gut health and inflammation and food allergies, and this is a really good way to cleanse that and give yourself a fresh start. So I'm so excited to be here in Fountain Hills, and thank you so much for welcoming me.